We've looked at several types of commonly used plots and the options to customize these plots. Now in this section we're going to see how to combine multiple plots into one overall graph and also output these diagrams into files. First, let's look at how to combine multiple plots into one diagram using the power function. So with the power function, you can include an option to create basically a matrix of specified number of columns and rows, and then place your plots in these cells, and all of the plots are going to be output onto the screen or a specified file with one overall diagram. Let's look at it as an example. We still have the RStudio open, and the dataset that we used for previous examples, they are already written from a comma separated values file, and we've discussed how to make histograms and all of that, so we'll just use histograms as in this example. As we can see, we call par and specify the matrix from rows and 2 by 2. So we're going to fill this matrix by row, and this is a 2 by 2 matrix. So we can fit 4 plots in this matrix. The first one is going to be for the dataset age, and then the dataset height, the dataset weight, and the fourth one. For all of them, I'm going to just not have any titles, and the X label are going to correspond to the name of this attribute. And this is what we see as a one single plot diagram. And this function, this command here is pretty useful in this way. Now let's look at how are we going to output these diagrams into files. R can save its graphics to a file in a variety of formats. To redirect the graphics output, first we need to select a device. Let's say we're going to save them into PDFs. So what I would do is to specify a name, and this way this file is going to be saved to the current working directory with the specified name. And then I'm going to let's just use what we had up there, all of the 4 histograms. And after the plotting is done, I'll call the div off to close the device and then save it to the current working directory. And then at this point, I should have this diagram created. And for PDF, as we can see, they are multiple pages of 1 per diagram. And let's take a look at other output device. For example, if we were to save it in PNG, then we would open the output devices PNG, and then I'll do the same thing here and save it into my current working directory as a PNG. And the PNG, as we are going to view it here, has all 4 diagrams on one file. Okay, so this is pretty small in size, and it's good for the web, but it's not as high quality. And my personal favorite is SVG, Scalar Vector Graphics. So let's do one more example with the SVG file type, and this time it's going to be a Scalar Graphics output, and we'll be opening it with the Scalar Graphics editor. Here is Inkscape. So if I zoom in, and then I can have this in very high quality, and since it's vector, I can even do all sorts of things that I want to do as a post-processing of my graphics. That's all I need to say about saving graphics onto your file system with a variety of file types, and that's good to know.